Guys, I'm going to be doing a live reaction. I'm probably saying his name completely wrong. I apologise. Biaheza, watching him trade stocks, live reaction and feedback. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? I had to interrupt the video and I do apologise. I just wanted to let you guys in on a little secret. The Flash Forward day trading course is out now. If you're interested to learn how to trade stocks the correct way, check the link out below, guys. God bless. So let's jump right into it.
Now let's get into what happened after the video went live and I continued trading. I got 2 decent profitable trades. I was feeling hot, but then hit it with a $60 loss.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Followed by a higher $72 loss.
Yes, sir.
Which was incredibly discouraging, not because of the amount of money I lost, but because it completely wiped out my profits. I mean, here I was grinding to get $3 profit on a trade, and I just lost 60 and 70 in 2 trades. So at that point, I stopped trading because I figured it's gonna take me a whole lot of $3 profit trades to get this account back to just break even.
So he is right in what he's saying here. He wiped out his whole kind of gains he's making. He's only making $3 and $11, which at the start you shouldn't be focusing on the dollar amount. It's more about the execution of what you're doing. But when you start to let your losses get so big, as in, you know, a $60 and a $70 loss like what he's at the taking, it will wipe out your whole account. You're never going to be a profitable trader. Is the common mistake Biaheza making is he's letting his emotions get in the way. This tends to happen after you take a lot of red trades. When you see a green trade, you tend to take them really quickly. But then when you're, again, hit with a red trade, you tend to let the trade just keep going down and down because you think it's going to come back up when it's not going to come back up. This is all happening because he has no trading plan and he has no really education on what he's doing. Style of trading is so important. We can't be jumping in and out of trades, and because then this is going to happen to you. You're going to destroy your whole account. It happens to a lot of people, but we just need to focus on what style of trading we're going for. And again, control those emotions.
Why even bother? I kind of gave up on the idea, but I continued getting Forex videos recommended on YouTube, so I kind of just kept watching some of them and learning about different approaches. From these recommended videos, one of the strategies that I stumbled on is where people will just look at a graph and look for trends. They won't use any indicators or fancy little graphs or anything, just straight up the price graph, and they kind of just look for trends to see where the market is going.
So guys, Biaheza did take my advice, is what I give to everybody. Let's start stripping the basics down. Stop with all these fancy indicators, use the bare amount, and let's focus on patterns. This is my advice to everyone. And when you see Biaheza taking this, let's see the difference in his trading.
Which sounds like complete gambling. So I was into it. But in all seriousness, I gave that a go. I just went on my phone, didn't have any little indicators loaded or anything, just the price graph. I saw that euro and the US dollar pair had a spike, so I decided to short it and then doubled down on that and came out with a $132 profit on that trade.
He's at to making $100 solely off those small changes of focusing on patterns. This is what I'm telling all my subscribers. This is what I'm trying to bang my head off the wall with. As soon as you kind of educate yourself properly, like in the Flash Forward course, you understand how to trade these patterns and how to read them. That's what he's doing, and the difference in his trading now, he's had to bounce his account back up from the 800s into the low thousands.
So I continued just looking at the price graph and secured just green trade after green trade. And this time I wasn't getting 75-cent vending machine soda profits per trade. I was getting full-on Chipotle meal with guac, $12 per trade, $7 in and out meal here, $16 bougie poke bowl worth trade there, and this was in a matter of my first 2 days back. So it's currently Sunday, the market is closed. No, but the next 3 days I wake up at 6 a.m. sharp, do my morning routine, maybe even sneak in a little workout in. I don't know, whatever happens, I'm in the stew by 7:30 a.m. Cup of joe in hand, day trading. First 2 days, I want to get back into the swing of things, trade with the usual $1,000, but on day 3, we're going in with a 10K, which I mean, those $60 and $70 losses would now equal to $600 and $700 losses when trading with 10,000, so that's gonna be risky, but the $120 profit would be $1,200 profit, so either way, I can't wait to get into it. I'll see you guys Monday morning.
This is a huge misunderstanding and bad conception that people make, and this guy Biaheza is doing exactly the same thing. Hundreds of people out there, or thousands of people, make this mistake, and I can't stress this enough. Okay, he was losing at the start, he was taking small numbers of gains, he was letting his losses go down, we understand that. He switched his style over to focus on patterns, and he started to become not a profitable trader, but he started to become more successful when he zoomed in on his style of trading, and that's what he was focusing on, which is fine. So he brought his account back up from a negative back into a positive state. Now, because he thinks okay, I have $1,000 and instead of making $60, I'm going to put 10 grand into my account and that 60 will be now 600. Completely wrong mindset, completely wrong attitude. He's after the money and that's gonna cripple him now going forward. That's such a bad mistake. I can't stress that enough. Do not do that. Okay, he's not educated enough to put a 10 grand into his account, and a lot of people think, you know, oh, I got some trades, the more I have, the more I make. Wrong mindset. Focus on your pennies, focus on your patterns, and the trades will come and you will execute them. It's all about your executions in and out, regardless of your money. When you can do that successfully, then we'll upgrade your account. But until then, no. Let's continue.
Well, let's go ahead and get into day one. I do have a little update first though. Remember that $30 profit I was talking about earlier and how I wasn't able to secure it because the market closed on me? Well, the market opened yesterday on Sunday and my trade was no longer profitable. I was in the red. It was bouncing up and down, so I set a really low stop loss that I figured there's no way it's gonna hit that. But sure enough, I got an unfortunate notification yesterday on my phone saying the stop loss was hit, so I lost $90 on what could have been a $30 profit.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I love that bit of video. Let's get back into his training. I do like his style of editing. It's really cool. But common mistake again is you feel that you're holding the loser. Oh, I'll just set the loss down to something that's unrealistic for it to hit. Because I still want to be in it, but I don't want to close the trade out. You're not committing to your mistake, and then you're letting your account just get wiped out because it will eventually wipe you out. So you're letting your loss and your stop loss get way too big. By focusing on patterns, which you should have stuck to, is when the pattern breaks, we have our limits set in of how much we're losing due to the pattern we're trading. So it's quick, it's in, it's out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Our losses are minimal. But now what's happening with Biaheza is he's either getting off the pattern mistake and dragging in his bad habits again by letting his losses get way too big, and for that he took a big loss for such a small account.
I'm glad I set that stop loss though, because I would have lost a lot more if I had not, and that's actually something I'm going to be doing with all of the trades now. And stop losses are basically commands you set up where you tell the platform to automatically close your position if you hit below a certain number. So I'm going to set those in place so that I won't accidentally wipe out my whole account with a single trade.
Now, as you guys know, I don't use hard stops. The only way I'd use a hard stop is if I was leaving the room and I was in a swing trade or something like that. That's the only way I use a hard stop. My style of trading is fast paced. You know, it's hot and heavy. It's kind of in a trade on a certain pattern. Let's have 3 price targets. Let's hit them and let's get the hell out of the trade. Or if the pattern doesn't work, it usually breaks down quite quickly and we're exiting with our hotkeys. So it's just a different style. Beginners tend to think that using hard stops is a good thing. The only thing by using a hard stop is that if it hits, you're out of it. So it's to train you how to be disciplined. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend using them because a lot of times it actually blows through and it doesn't pull you out of your trade.
But after I was hit with that $90 loss, I saw some opportunity to hop back in, so I made a few trades here. Let me show you those. So we got that $92 loss here, then I bounced back with the $8 profit, $7 profit, $9 profit, $3 profit, $19 profit, and then at 12 a.m. I got the final $7 profit for the day. So I made like half of that $90 loss back.
Okay, so he's gaining small gains. So what this is doing, it's building up his confidence, which is good. But now if he continues with his bad habit like he has been doing, he's going to wipe these out.
But setting stop losses is just one thing that I'm going to try to improve on. I have a few other things that I'm going to be doing differently. So the second is going to be to not just look at the 1 minute graph, but to check the 5 and 10 minute price graphs to get a better understanding of where the price is actually headed. And then I'm also going to stick with just trading a few different pairs. That way I feel like I can actually start better understanding where the prices of these few pairs are going to go, rather than just randomly trading 10 different pairs.
Now what's happening here is because he doesn't really understand or know exactly what he's doing, which is fine. He's learning, respect to him, putting himself out there. I'm not, knocking the guy, so don't take this as a hate video. It's not. But what he's doing here is he's taking the small gains, which we've seen him do in the past, because he doesn't actually have a plan or strategy to the trade. He's not, reading the charts correctly. So by taking like, $4, $5, $8, all this is, yes, it's fine to build up confidence, but realistically, it's just building up what's called an anxiety trader, that, you're seeing the green, you have to take it. By him charting out his trades correctly, he will see, okay, this is the first level I'm going to start selling into. We're going to bank some money, but the trade has a lot more to go and a lot more to give. So he needs to start understanding that.
So I started the day off by taking a short position on the Australian and US dollar pair at 7:24 a.m. Walked out of that one with a $10 profit, then secured another $10 profit followed by a $7 one. And as you can see from all of these spaces in between my trades, I kind of developed a little strategy here where I'll go in with about half of my portfolio and then slowly put in the other half through a few trades if I see the market do the opposite of what I want. That way I'm kind of hedging my bets. Not sure if this is even a good idea, but it's been working out for me thus far.
No, it hasn't been working out for you. First of all, hedging a bet is no good. I mean, for example, if you're in the casino, they don't allow you on the roulette table to play red and black. Numbers, yes, but in the fixtures on the side, they don't allow you to place both. It's such a bad idea. It's just simply saying, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I'm going to place it. You know, I'm going to go short on the same trade as I'm going to go long, and whichever works, I'm going to jump in and out of. First of all, you have commissions that will eat you up as well, and it's just a bad attitude. You cannot do that when day trading. You need to understand what you're doing and commit to it.
But oh well, let's get into day 2 on this rough note. Oh boy, today was kind of crazy. Given that I plan on trading with 10k tomorrow, I wanted to experiment with certain new strategies while I'm still using the 1000, so I did that throughout the day, and given that I was experimenting, a lot of these trades did not come out too hot. In other terms, I got absolutely destroyed out there. Here's how we did. Started with a $21 profit, then a $73 loss, $31 loss, 21 profit, 7 profit, 5 profit, $11 profit, 51 lost, 13 gained, another 10 gained, and then ended it with a solid loss of $84. I guess this is a good example of the risks that come with Forex. It's definitely not all sunshine and rainbows like the Instagram Lambo gurus will tell you. Even though there were losses today though, I gained lessons, and now that I have a better understanding of what works and what doesn't, I think I'm more ready to go in with a 10k tomorrow.
So he's at the making the commitment. He's at the going from a $1,000 account to a $10,000 account, when we've seen he actually can't grow a $1,000 account. So it doesn't make sense that you're going to put 1,000 in, because what happens is, in a $1,000 account, 100 is a big loss. Okay, in a $10,000 account, 100's not so bad. So you're gonna end up getting a bad mindset of, oh, you know, it's only $100, only $100. I have 10 grand, and it's gonna be gone in seconds. So that's a bad mindset to have. So don't do that. But in all honesty, guys, I have to respect Biaheza. I'm saying his name wrong. I apologize. Someone correct me downstairs in the comments on how to actually say his name. But what I do like about the video is he's actually putting himself out there. He's, you know, trying to educate himself. He's trying to day trade. He's kind of giving the wrong information to people, to be honest, but he's saying, look, I'm not a day trader, I'm not an investor, so don't listen to me, which is good on him. So he's being honest about it. He's showing you his accounts, so I can't really say anything bad about the guy. It's like every day trader, including myself. At the start, you have really bad habits. I just wish I had someone there to say, hey, Biaheza, stop. Here's what you do. I will be happy, and this is going to be quite a bold statement from me. I would be personally happy to mentor and educate Biaheza for absolutely free. 100% free. I don't want a penny, and I will reach out to him and ask him if I can't get in contact with him. If you guys could help me and maybe share this video and get his attention, I will personally mentor Biaheza for free, and I guarantee you I will change his style of trading and make him a profitable trader. That is a 100% guarantee. He has the commitment, he has the hard work, so without a doubt I'll change his trading style and make him a profitable trader 100%. Guys, that's it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed. It's something different. Please hit like and subscribe. I want to thank you so much for your support. If you are interested in day trading, check the link out. Good night and God bless. Making $100,000. Characters I met along the way that stepped in and are a big part of my story. There, so stay tuned.